issues for tomorrow?
Yes, Priestley is still not available. Matthew.owen is still touch and go. Unlikely he'll be available, and Oz is still not available. So they're the three that we got at the minute still. So no real changes to where we're at.
Yeah, okay. On the face of it, 3 points from the two trips you've just had is not the worst reward you could have come away with, but you've just lost a bit of that momentum again.
Yeah, we should have probably got a draw at the Swindon game. Slowish start, grew into the game then as the first half went on. Didn't really start the second half particularly well, but then we get the chance at the end that we did, where we feel as though we should score and take a point from the game. And if I think a return of 4 points from those two games would have been pleasing, but 3 points at Leyton Orient's a good return to play in top of league and go in there, and it demonstrates what we're capable of. So that's what we got to look at, and that's what we got to look forward to Saturday, to tomorrow.
How frustrating is it that you can't get another little run going as you did before?
It's just where we're at this moment in time with football. It's we're showing more glimpses of it, especially against Leyton Orient. The attitude and desire of the lads is there. The spirit. We just got to turn these elements into points and put more points on the board. And that's what our aim is for tomorrow.
Yeah. Rochdale, I mean, propping up the table. There will be an expectation on you tomorrow, won't there?
I think we put expectations on ourselves. So we went to Leyton Orient with an expectation on ourselves. We went to Swindon with an expectation on ourselves, and we do that naturally. Doesn't matter whether you play first place or last place. Doesn't matter. We've got to make sure that we do everything right. Focus on us and get 3 points tomorrow.
I mean, we sometimes talk about it, but you've been around footballers to know long enough. Does complacency, is that a danger when you're playing a team who've only got 5 points from 11 games?
Not for us. I think at this moment in time, every game's really important. Like any other stage of the season, every game's vital to get points on the board. Whether that's game 1 or game 46, we've got to make sure that we focus on the important things, and that's getting 3 points. And that's what we've got to do tomorrow.
Because they're actually looking for back-to-back away wins. So I suppose there's that sort of warning there for you.
Yeah, they gone to Colchester and beat Colchester. Obviously, lost Doncaster last week. Watched their game against Carlisle where they drew 3-3. So they've got goals in them. They're capable of doing that. What we've got to do is defend resiliently at times like we have them, but show our quality with the ball. With the quality we've got in wide areas in the middle of the pitch, and really take the game to them, if that makes sense, and really demonstrate what we can do. And a fast start, fast tempo is going to be really important for us, and we want to get the fans off their seats and make them really proud of what you believe we can do, like we did at Leyton Orient.
So it's important to get on the front foot, is it?
Yeah, I believe so. Like in any game, and that's the start of each half as well, which we needed to do better at Swindon. We needed to be more on the front foot second half when we started.
Yeah. Does a defeat mean a manager can have the freedom to make changes?
No, not necessarily. It's sometimes you go with continuity, or sometimes you make changes. I don't want to give too much away on that, but we've got to try and keep continuity in what we're trying to do as well. And everybody's fighting for places as always.
Sometimes, like for instance, the goalkeeping spot comes into focus. I mean, you've got two really good keepers, haven't you, for this level?
I think so. I think we got two number one keepers, and like everybody, they're fighting for places all the time.
And the home record, it looks to be getting better now.
Yeah. I think that whatever game we're looking at, we go on game to game. So we got to look at form in what we're trying to do, and we've got to get better and better of what we're trying to achieve. So whether it's home or away, we want 3 points every single time. And like I keep saying it, we want to make our fans really, really proud of what we're trying to do. And we need to show our energy, enthusiasm, endeavour, and we need to show that in bundles tomorrow.
And you always say that, you've said from day one this season, it's not how we start, it's how we finish. But you've got to get some momentum going soon, haven't you?
Totally agree. Totally agree. We got to get points on the board, and that's what we've got to do. And if we want to be where we want to be at, we have got to put points on the board. Let's not beat around the bush with it. And I'm confident that we will. With the performances we're starting to put in with regards to our defensive aspects, especially, we just got to keep clean sheets and score goals in its simplest format. So we'll hopefully demonstrate that tomorrow.
Fine. And just one thing, last thing. You're involved in Welsh football, have been for many years. Last night's women's result, what does that do for Welsh football, do you think? And the sort of 15,000 there at the women's game?
I think it's amazing. So pleased for Gemma and her team. Pleased for the FAW, especially having worked there before, and I know all the hard work that's gone in over the years. That's just not an overnight success. What they've done, that's taken a long, long time to get to where they are right now. You've seen that develop. I've seen it develop over 15, 20 years, really, and it's been growing since then. So it's not just been an overnight success for them. It's been something that's been in the pipelines for 15, 20 years, and that's credit to the infrastructure they put in place, but also credit to the funding that they've invested as well in that, and the work that they've done with the team behind the team. But credit to the girls. That's an unbelievable achievement that they've managed to get so far. And
it just adds to a bit of with the men going to the World Cup, adds to a bit of feel-good factor for Welsh football, do you think?
Yeah, it does. It does. And fair play to them. Fair play to them. It was really good last night.
Brilliant. I will see you there tomorrow, James. Looking forward to it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Morning, James.
Morning.
How was confidence in the camp?
Confidence is getting better and better, because obviously we got the positive performance we did at Leyton Orient, where we took 3 points. We should have took a point at Swindon. So it's there. It's got to keep growing and growing and growing. And we put an expectation on ourselves to where we want to end up this season. So we've got to make sure that confidence is high all the time, and the spirit is good around the training ground. The spirit is good. You can see that with how we finished the game at Swindon, because we create that chance where we should score. But if confidence wasn't there, spirit wasn't there, and we showed that fight and grit at the end, which was really important.
Because I guess confidence is important to maybe being better on the ball, creative-wise. That's a key part of it, isn't it? That when you're on a roll, you can sort of do more, because I think you've gone a bit more direct, haven't you? But in terms of probing away in attack, you need that confidence. Yeah,
of course, and that's normal in any team, is that you, whatever style you play, you have to have confidence and belief in what you're doing. And I believe we got that.
There's no other way to do it than bluntly, but it's a big 3-game spell for you. How do you recognise that in terms of sticking out and being there to finish what you believe you've started?
Yeah, like I said to you, and I apologise if it's cliche, but every game in my start in management is big. And I think whether it's my first one or it's game, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Every game's a big game. Every game we go out to win, and we put an expectation and our own pressure on ourselves, because we believe in what we do. So every game for me is really, really important. From whether you're playing Leyton Orient or Rochdale, doesn't matter. Every game's really important for us.
Where are you looking for improvement? What's the main areas that sort of you feel need to?
I've said it, and like we spoke after the game on Tuesday, I'm becoming a broken record with it. We've got to be better in both boxes. So that's keeping clean sheets and scoring goals. Excuse me, in its simplest format. So we need to make sure that's our biggest area of improvement.
Is midfield working yet this season? Is that an area where you feel you've got more to come?
I think in every position we've got more to come, and we know that. And I think we take it as a team. We take it on as a collective basis. Is that it's all about the team, and we feel as though that we can't always pinpoint things on individuals. Sometimes a lot of goals from individual mistakes, but I've talked about that a lot. But it's also about the team in our all areas if one person maybe not doing it that day, is that how can somebody else step up and help them? So it's all the areas of the pitch they're always focused on.
One summer signing was eye-catching was Sam Bowen. Where is Sam? Is he just out of the picture at the minute?
Yeah, Sam's haven't been in the squad, which obviously he's disappointed with it, but he's been better and better in training, and he's working hard. But we've got a strong competition for places, we feel, at the minute. So same for everybody. It's a challenging environment, football, where you're trying to progress people on. Some people at different stages of their development, and that's just where we're at the minute with him.
What does he need to do to break back in, do you feel?
He's just got to keep improving like he is right now. So his time will come eventually. We speak a lot with regards to his development plans. So he's on the track he needs to be right now.
One thing from Swindon, you had a lot of long throw opportunities. It didn't necessarily bear fruit. Where is that something you're looking to improve at?
Yeah, we have to improve. We have to improve around. We get the first contact, it's then getting the second contact. I think that's important. It's you look at Omar's goal back to Sutton, that was just off one contact. But I think you see a lot of long throws. It's sometimes not just the first one, it's the second or third one that you get a bit of joy from.
It was the one against Carlisle, I think, just after they scored. Was it a throw or corner? I can't remember, but it went right across there was a flick on, wasn't there? And his body's not quite there.
Yeah, and we got to anticipate it a little bit more as well.
Rochdale, on whoscored.com, it says they've got no strength. I take it that's not your view. What are you expecting from them?
Well, you've got. I think they've got a decent front three of Quigley, Ronnie, and Sinclair, who all who can play inside and play wide. We've just got to make sure that we focus on our defensive aspects, but then we've got to show our quality with the ball as well. They're in a position where they're at the minute where they don't want to be there, and I'm sure they'll try and get out of that position and do everything they can to win, just like us at this moment in time.
It's just, and I've seen once again with my other hat on, the Dragons. They've really got the fans on board. They've really been firing their two home games this season. Similar, the fans are back to you, and it's just giving them that sort of Orient sort of feisty display, I guess.
The fans. I can't speak highly enough of the fans and how they support the team and how they support me. We just want to repay them with more performances, more wins, more points on the board. We want them going away from Rodney Parade being proud, and we had the 243 or 244 fans at Leyton Orient, the 643 that went to Swindon. It means a lot to the players when they're behind us and when they're with us. It means a lot to me, especially being from the area. And I know, and I keep saying it in every press conference, and I keep saying it in every post game, is that they're so important. And I know what it means for everybody to come away to win football matches. And we want to show our enthusiasm, our energy, our desire, our passion when we get on that pitch. And that's what we've got to show tomorrow. And hopefully we've got to do that tomorrow. And we can make the fans really proud again.
Finally, from me, is it must win?
Every game that we play, is, I look at it as a win. So we've got to do that in every game that we play.
All good. See you tomorrow.